All right, so good afternoon. Today, today I kind of have two things that I want to do, and yeah, two things that I want to do on the stream. That's what I mean. Since morning, I've been trying to self-host uh, audiobook shelf on my virtual machine using Tailscale Serve and Tailscale Funnel, and I've been experimenting with Tailscale uh, since I think 2 weeks ago. Basically, just like installing Tailscale uh, on my server and then on my test server and my main OS. So, but I haven't tried to actually self-host like any service yet. And initially, I use my VPS to self-host like any service that I want to self-host, like my blog and my other necessary services. Uh, but currently my VPS is down, so uh, yeah, so the services are basically down, and I figured, well, why don't I try to use Tailscale for that instead on my system instead of having to pay for a VPS and stuff like that. Well, basically just experimenting with stuff and having fun. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing this morning. I have a compose.yaml file over here, right? And I basically want to convert this compose.yaml file into Nix configuration. So systemd would then help me to manage my containers, right? There's a lot of benefit to actually using Nix to manage your uh, your applications or your containers because then it is being managed by systemd and it just works well. To be honest, you have a lot of benefit to it also. Uh, so So what has really been complicated about this is basically the conversion. Like I've had mainly just two issues regarding this and I've like wrote a few things down about the issues and will probably like make it a blog sometime when my blog is up again. Uh, so basically the conversion, like me trying to convert the YAML file to the YAML file over to Nix file has been I don't know it's been just like crazy and the main reason why is because there is less documentation on how to do this and also OCI container does not really provide like some kind of like attributes that you need and maybe if they do they like there's not enough documentation on like okay so this is how it should be structured or this is how it should be used. You just have to like figure that out yourself or from a Reddit post from a guy like years ago or something. So uh yeah, I don't remember what I say. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning. And what really take the most of my time was the conversion. And there is a service called Compose to Nix, right? Compose to Nix lets you convert a Docker Compose file into a Nix into like NixOS configuration. So you don't have to like write it yourself. It just does that for you. Uh, I did make use of Compose to Nix and it's pretty good. Like it covers most of what I needed for like for the configuration, but it also adds in a lot of things that I don't really think that I need in there, right? Like for example, I don't really think that I need like the uh, systemd. I mean, I do need this one, but systemd just does that like automatically for you. But it's good to have it in there, but sometimes you don't really need to because it just makes it more complicated and I just want to keep things simple, right? To some extent, I think. And then if you know how you want to handle your networking, yeah, if you know how you want to handle your networking, like you really need to go through the you need to go through the conversion, right? Like when you use compose to Nix, it gives you orders. You don't just like run it straight away, right? You need to actually go through it, see if you kind of like need some things or you don't need some things, or if there are some things that could possibly be causing an issue, because then that saves you like a lot of headache of having to debug later, trying to figure out like what's going on. You need to be able to know, okay, this I don't think I need, this I do think I need. I mean, if you're new to writing a compose file in Nix, then maybe yeah, you would obviously do that the first time, but then the more you do it, you start to realize, or maybe just question things from the start, right? Like, is this supposed to be here? And you could ask ChatGPT like, hey, I've got this file, but I think there's some configuration that I don't need, or I don't think that'll be necessary and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that was the first issue that I had. The conversion was a pretty bit was kind of like awful. And then the second issue that I had was if you look at the where is it? If you look at the compose file, there are some of these attributes that are like present, like environment, host name, image name, like they are all present in the OCI container, right? Because I'm using the OCI container for the for the creation of my own Docker application, and uh, you can see it does have environment, it has um, email host name and all that kind of stuff. But what it doesn't have is where is it? What it doesn't have, where is it? Yep, what it doesn't have is the network mode. Right, I was looking for the network mode and I just couldn't find it in the OCI container. Like, where is it? Where is it? Uh, and the reason why I need the network mode is because I need my audiobook self-service, like to be able to talk to my Tailscale service, right? Because in order for the audiobook shelf to for the traffic to flow from like the audiobook shelf through Tailscale, they need to be able to talk to each other and share network with each other, right? But there wasn't an option for that, and I was trying to figure out why. And to be honest, it took me quite a while because I could not find the necessary documentation to guide me through it. And when I actually finally figured out the issue, it was just something like very easy, like this. Like this is basically what I need. And what I was looking for was something like this, like an actual option or stuff like that. But it was just something inside of an extra option. Like why would it be an extra option and stuff like that? Because I was questioning it, right? But yeah, I'm glad I made it work, and now my service is up and running. Right there, as you can see, I was able to host it, and it's available through the Tailscale funnel. So I can only access it with devices connected to my Tailnet. So if I don't have any device connected to my Tailnet, then I can access it. For now, it's not on my phone, but I need to connect my phone to uh, my Telnet, then I'll be able to access the service. And yeah, that was that about that. And but I'm not done yet. What I want to do now is initially I was passing in my authentication key, my Tailscale authentication key in here just to test it. But as you all know, like when you use Nix, you always have to push your configuration to GitHub because uh, Nix uses both the Git and both your Git version and your local version to like build up your configuration, and it's very good because you could roll back and stuff. Uh, so I don't want to push my authentication key over to GitHub. So what I'm gonna do now is I use Nix, Where is it? So I use Nix to basically manage my secrets. So Nix helps me to encrypt my credentials and my secret key and other kind of stuff. And then I could push the secret key over to GitHub because then you'd have to encrypt it. So you have to decrypt that before you could see like my credentials, but you can't. So Nix is very good. I mean, there are other ones like Nix, but I don't know. It sounds too complex for me. I just want to keep things simple. So yeah, uh, I don't know much about Nix actually, but I've been seeing people use it a lot. But I think I would just stick with Nix for now, and then later on I would explore more on Nix. Uh, yeah, so I want to use Nix to basically encrypt my secret key and then pass that over to my uh, audio bookshelf. So yeah, that's what I want to do. And then after that, I want to move the audiobook shelf to a module so that I could um, share them with some other hosts that need them. Like let's say I have a host that I also want to self-host the same service on. I could easily just enable the service, right? It helps to make things like reproducible because right now the audiobook shelf is just sitting inside of my host configuration, which I don't really like. I need I need that to be a structure to it. So I have to pass it into like a module or and then into like a where is it? Into like service. So then I could enable that over in uh, my host. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. And yeah, let's do that. I really hope I'm getting better at explaining stuff. It's just the worst. I'm doing the stream to be able to kind of like explain like complex things the easy and simple way. And I hope I'm doing a very good job at it because deep down in me, I don't think I am. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna get there. So let's let's what I want to do. Yeah, let's play music. I need music. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna close this off. I don't need this, and yeah, that's it. I don't need this anymore. Good. Should I give it public keys. So if you don't know about Nginx, in order for you to be able to encrypt and decrypt the credentials, the sensitive informations that you want to encrypt, you need to make sure that you have your SSH keys and for both of your system and stuff like that. So before you could then encrypt and decrypt. So it would use the SSH keys to basically encrypt and decrypt the credentials during runtime. So then the services could make use of them and stuff. So yeah, now that we have that, we are going to but before I do that, I think maybe I need to push these over to GitHub just to I'm just gonna leave it like that one. Good. So now that we have that, I'm going to have to cd it into secrets, and then next shell. What's the name of the stuff? What's the name of the yes yeah, it's nix run. Is it nix run? Yeah, that's what I needed. Project bookshelf env.age. Good. That's gonna pull down the package and the necessary stuff needed, and then inside of this file we're going to put in our secret key. I don't want to share my secret key, so I'm just going to have to block you guys while I do that. So yeah, let me get my secret keys. Let's get my secret key. Good. And put my secret key over here. Right there. Good. Come in. Good. So now I have my secret key in a safe place. So now that I have my secret key, let's see. Good. Just gonna say fetch Okay. Good. Um, what are we gonna do next? Next, we need to pass in the secret key to the audio bookshelf. Good. So if you want to pass in like a secret key in OCI container, there is something called environment file, and then environment file takes in basically takes in as a set. That's a set that contains the necessary um, environment files like that. So yeah, like this. Let's get this. Good. We need to pass in config at the top. I like to put config over there. And we're not even using pkg. I know we're using lib. Good. So we have config age secret, and then we have let's change this over to audio bookshelf. Okay, and we need to like remove this one. We don't need this. You don't have to worry. Environment and environment file could exist at the same time. They don't really conflict with each other. Alright, so now let's okay, good. Let's create one for audio bookshelf. Create an attribute set, and then now we do like file. So this would basically be like the path to the secret, the encrypted key. Secrets, and then it was audio bookshelf, and then this would be the owner of the key, which in my case would be the user, and what am I doing wrong? Then we have the part. Really, we don't really need to pass in the part, but because sometimes I want to be able to confirm if my secret key has been created. That's why I usually pass in the part, and you don't really need to. Okay, so we don't need everything. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. So the decrypted information of the secret key would be inserted into this. So that way you could see your key. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good for now. And actually, I don't want to like confuse the service for now because audiobook shelf will be the one making use, sorry, Tailscale will be the one making use of this. So maybe I should for now just not add in a user, and maybe later I could add in like Tailscale. And I also think I made a mistake, right? This was audiobooks shelf TF Tailscale, but I feel like that would do for now. And we have the part to audiobook shelf. Interesting. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to perform a rebuild, and this would generate this would send the encrypted file over to the virtual machine, and yeah, and we confirm if it's working. So we could do since I use Cormina for like my deployment to my remote host, for example my virtual machine, it's pretty easy for me. I don't know. In case you ever want to use Cormina, I do think I have a blog post on that. Very good. It's running. I want to be sure I didn't make any mistake. Okay, let's do podman. Sorry, let's do sudo podman ps. And looks like we are good. Looks like we're good. Let me confirm. Yeah. Let me confirm the secret key, so I'm just going to block you guys for a second. Yeah. Let me card the key. Good. Still sudo. Nice. Okay. Looks like we have the key set up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we can access the service. If we can access the service, then yeah, we have successfully let's just do that. Let's try the HTTPS one, and yeah, we are done. So now we've been able to encrypt our Tailscale authentication key using Nix, and we then pass in the encrypted key part to our configuration, our container, and yeah, that's all about that one. So what we're gonna do next is we will try to convert this config into a module so that it could be enabled in the default.nix file. So then we will have to like manually recreate the file next time we want to allow like some other host to make use of the configuration. So that's what we're gonna do. But before that, give me a second. I want to go and use the toilet. So be right back. Alright, so I am back, and let's let's continue. Let's configure and my bad. I should not be in here. Good. So yeah, let's try to create a module, and it's been a while since I created a module, but I really want to do one. So let's close that up. Alright, so what do we do next? Let's go to reduce size, reduce queue. What was it? Audio bookshelf. Good. Okay, let's do that. Good. I'm not really good at Vim yet. I'm still trying, so please bear with me if I make some silly mistakes. Let's just give it audiobook shelf. Should we do that? Then we could say config. We would need config, we would need lib. I'm not sure we need like pkg app, and then we would have to make this attribute set. I'm thinking of adding a let and a hint expression. Good. We could just say cfg and then config dot nix.os setup. Actually, like this is not really like a service. This is a program, right? This is a program, so well, let's just leave it like that for now. Services dot audiobook shelf. I don't really need this anymore. Good. Oh, my bad. It's not that. Actually, it's not that. It's that. And then this one would have what's the name? Why am I doing this? What do we do next? What do we do? What do we do next? Let's get this. Good. Let's get that. Let's get that. Alright, looks okay. I think what might be missing. I think we need to create like we need to create like, for example, the authentication key. We could say audio book shelf ts. Then we could say lib dot make option, and then we could say the description to it, which would be the tail scale art key for audiobook service. Nice. And I think we need to are we gonna have like a default key? Are we gonna have a default key? Let's say default. I don't really think that this is like configure the secret area part. Oh no. Can we just not have like no in there? And then the type would be lib dot types dot no or lib dot types dot part. So it could either be of no type or it could be of type part, because what we want to pass in is basically a part to the secret key. And my main concern is how do we use that in the environment file. I think I did the same when I tried to configure tail scale. Back in the days. Not this one. Tail scale enable true. Okay, I get it. I did know. Okay. We could create an assertion. So yeah, assertion is a condition that must be true for the configuration to be valid. So this basically checks if the key is provided, but if the key is not provided, it just gives a message telling the user, the host, to provide the necessary secret key. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do over here also. Assertions equals to, we're just gonna say, so assertions take in an attribute set called assertion, because we could have more than one assertion, right? It could be based on different conditions, it could be based on one condition, but in my case it is just based on one condition. So I could do cfg dot we did cfg dot audiobook shelf. Yes. Well, I think I made a mistake somewhere over there. TS, should we say hot? TS hot key file. That's so long though. But I don't want to shorten it down, so I'm just gonna keep that. Hot key file is not equals to, sorry, it's not equals to null. If it's not null, I want you to send a message saying that the config dot audio bookshelf dot authentication key file cannot be null. Exactly, so we're just gonna do that. Good. I think we're good now, but so what I'm gonna do now is when I create my when I enable the audio bookshelf service, I also want to be able to pass in the authentication file alongside of it. But I don't know how to do that. So what I'm trying to say is now I have my module, right? If I go to my default.nix file, so if I go in here and I do something like audio bookshelf dot enable equals to true, no, not like this, audio bookshelf equals to If we do that, I could say enable equals to true, and then we would say audiobook shelf ts auth key file. What was it? Auth key file equals to, and we could add the parts to the configuration, to the encrypted key. So what I want to do now is I need a way to do this. Like I need a way to add like another option inside of this attribute set. Where did I do something like that? I'm trying to remember. I think it was what service is that? There's a VS Code. Let's see. The VS Code. I think I might. Gosh. Okay. Um, should I just pass in don't know. Should I just pass in this? Because for some reason the environment file would also need to take in like let's do So for the environment file, we can't pass in like a string interpretation. We can't pass in like a path to string interpretation. I'm not sure we can, even though I'd love to. Can we do something like, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing this. Say it like this. How does it work? Oh my god, I forgot how it works. I forgot how it works. I think it's like this. But no, that doesn't look good. How does it? I don't think it's that way. I think it's this way. Should I just do? Oh yeah, I remember now. We do have this, and we do have this. Yeah. It was the line there. It was the line on the top. Oh, it's an option. Why is it so annoying now? Right, let me hacks my only friend, my one and only friend. What he would do. Okay. Yeah. Um, can we do that then? Do you want? Yeah, I did that. I did that. Yeah, this is just like what I was trying to do, but why is it doing it a different way? Here we have a file created, usually for Unix. Yeah. Okay, and then we have our keys, and then we have we parsing config. I do understand what this is trying to say. Can we pass in up? Can we pass in this really? Is it gonna work? It says we can. Well, let's try it. I mean, if we could do that, then I guess we are good. We don't have to. We don't have to interpolate this. We could just do. Just delete this. Good. We could do config. But environment file takes in. What does this say? Expect a binding. Okay. Can we do that? I'm not sure if that would work, but I hope this would work. Okay, well, let's try it out. Let me head that over first of all, and then let me go over to default. Gonna hide in the show yourself. What do we do next? Let's go over to the host. Let's go over to default.nix. We're just gonna disable audio bookshelf. Okay. Alright. See next click check. What did it say? Okay, there's a problem with the audio bookshelf configurations. What's that? This is what is causing the issue, and actually I think I know what I should be doing. I think that was screaming that it should not be in here. It should be in here. That's why we are getting the issue. If you do next check now. Yeah, check. Expert set found the boolean false. Expert set found the boolean. What did you want to say? Okay. I think I... Good. Alright, we have a problem. Well, I think we have to move this back again. Because then it could not read this. Let's do that over, yeah. Good. Check. Oh, come on. think we need to have like one more over there. Can we have this? Okay. I think this would work. Okay. No errors. Is that a yes? The definition option for type not apart. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it wants me to pass in like a default what was the name again? I think it was Audio Bookshop. Dot part. I think this is because we are where is it? Environment files. I think because of this. If we take this off, let's see if we get it. I think that's, yeah, wait, before you run it, I think that's the problem. So this just passing like the passing like the attribute like a set. It didn't actually like pass in the authentication part that we need to parse in. So We need to find a way to fix that. What can we do? What can we do? Let me think. Let me. This, can we make the environment file an option instead? And so we will parse in the environment file. Thinking. Can we do something like I'm thinking, can we do thinking, can we do this? Equals to sorry, equals to, can we do this? Then we could do like environment file. Can we do this? Even though I don't think so. No, we can't even, we can't do this. If we do that, we would have to remove environment file. Okay, so we can't do that, we can't do that. So we think I no. I think I know. I'm making a mistake. This should be this, right? This should be this, and this is correct. I don't want to pass in this one. Just gonna put null for now, and then we could say we're just gonna try this if this works. Hopefully it does. It's rebuild. I might run into a top level issue. I hope not. Ah. Okay. Looks like we're on the right part. Yeah, I'm so scared now. I'm surprised that I'm surprised an environment file takes in that. Still call me to apply. Let's see. Please don't break. Please don't break. Okay. Now let's moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's search the wells now. Okay, let's do let's just clear that off. Let's do sudo podman psa. Okay, let's do journal cdl. Looks like we're okay. Let's see if the service is still running. It's still running. Okay. How do I confirm? How do I view the? I forget the command. let's see this. Cause let me try to hide, because I don't want. Okay. It's not showing the one for the. I mean, it works fine, but it's not showing the one for the. Okay, let's just assume it works, because right now there's no like break and change. So that's a break and change. There's no breaking, like it's not breaking, I guess, no break and change. But I need a way to confirm if it actually pass in like the. Let's confirm first. So I did this, and in the host config, instead of passing in the list, I passed in the part instead, like this. However, while it worked, I need a way to make sure that the key is in the passed into the environment file. Church. I did. Okay, let's try that. Not really. So I don't think you get passed in actually, I think. It's just at 9. It's not 9 now, is it? So it's unable to authenticate now. See, I don't think it worked. Oh no, sorry. What am I doing? I mean, it's still connected, but so I think I am actually right because maybe we could do this. Maybe we could provide a different. We do this. So I guess the key is like authenticate just once, and then after that it just doesn't really need it anymore. Because even without me passing in the key, uh, it works. So that's just so weird. But I'm sure that this did not work, because then I should be able to get like the value for this. But yeah, I'll try and figure that out. I'll try and figure out like basically this the setup if I could actually pass in uh like the value to for the key this way, because I'm not sure if the environment file would get the actual value this way. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I really don't. But let me check something first of all. Let me check something. Studio apartment. Need to. Once I confirm. Okay. Yeah. So I'm still not sure like this would get passed into the environment file, but I probably would try next time. I need to pass in a key and then see if I could actually pass in a key this way. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really want to do the nix.dev, but my brain is all worn out now. So yeah, I would probably next stream. Do make sure you have a good day. If I was to give a walkthrough of what happened, I basically first of all tried to create a encrypted secret key for my audiobook tailscale authentication, and then I tried to after that modularize my configuration for my tailscales, my container, and then I enabled the module in the host config. And the current issue I'm having is the ability to pass in the secret key as a path to my environment file. I'm not so sure if it's actually working, and I cannot confirm because tailscale basically I think needs the authentication just once and it's already been done. So yeah, that's all I did today, and I'd say yeah, I learned a lot from it, and if I do figure out how to make this work, then that's another one. Do make sure you have a good day. What I'm gonna do now next time is I'm going to do this just so I don't forget. confirm if the secret key is being passed. Yeah, so that's it. Just come in there. Alright, see you guys next time. Oh yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I see it's almost 2 hours, so let's just make it 2 hours. I need to hide something. Yeah, so that's the end of this room for today.